Okay, so yeah, this is probably be my last video for the night. It's getting a little dark, but yeah. So I labeled this: single mothers are the pit bulls of the dating market. Again, single mothers are the pit bull of the dating market, meaning not all pit bulls are bad. Actually, and I'm one of those basic guys who will tell you that this the same story that so many other people tell you. The only dog I've honestly ever been bitten by uh, was a Chihuahua, and I've been around countless pit bulls in my life, and all the pit bulls I ever encountered were really more submissive to to a male owner or to men that were people who that were around it. I even knew one pit bull, a friend of mine, they had it, and their kid was like one, and would just walk up and slap it in the face, and just would it was just super submissive. But entertain me here with this though. Like, but they really are the pit bulls of the dating market because it's kind of like that thing where when you get with a single mother, right? Um, but there's never a good reason why if you really think about it, this is just it's just a fail situation for you as a man. If you got your own shit and you have your own capabilities in life and you can survive on your own and do what you want to do and blah blah, a single mother is just it really is just that is just a complete loss. There's absolutely no win in how she even got to be like that, like unless the original father died. That's about the only respectable way she could have really got to be like this in most cases, because it's going to narrow itself down to either one, she was a bad decision maker, or two, she's just so fucking crazy nobody wants to stay around her for too long. And usually the latter. You can look through her whole history of men, and no man ever stayed around too long. You see what I'm saying? Like, so let's say on the first, let's say she's a bad decision maker. Like, okay, you had a kid with a guy who was a piece of shit or was a player or whatever. Bad decision making. Okay. If you did something that drastic that had this much of recourse off of it, there's no way I would trust you ever coming near anything I fucking own. Like, unless you gonna bring me my coffee or some shit like that, like you don't communicate with me, period. That's just if you see what I'm saying. And in the other instance, if she's just so fucking crazy, well, then I don't want to be around you then, because you just a fucking, you know what I'm saying. A man would rather leave his kid than to be with you. And I was with two single mothers. Both really, they were really both. It was an accident. The first one was kind of, I would call it an accident because I kind of liked her before I found out she had a kid, and I was younger, so I tried to make it work. And like I said, man, it's that kid, man. The kid is just pretty much like a constant reminder of being another man's fucking cum going up in the bitch you're fucking, and you kind of like a bit, like it's just. And then on top of that, like the woman still kind of has this entitlement that she deserves something. Like, bitch, you are walking around with another man's fucking sex trophy, and you are still expecting some type of let's just face it, you're entitled. You feel like you're entitled. It's like, bitch, like you should be worshiping me at this point in this. It's fucked up. Like I said, for men who own themselves in the fucking world and do their own fucking shit and think about something deeper for any period of time, who aren't hung up on, well, at least I just can get some pussy. He's if he has some self esteem about it. Like, no, there's just no fucking reason. The pit bulls of the day market. Okay, so let's say it passed all that. Let's say you meet a single mother and she comes up to you. Okay, you have to remember, especially after they have kids, she is on survival mode at this point, because it's just the reality of the game. Women brains are not wired to survive on their own for too long. In most cases, there are some that are very good at being CEOs and blah blah blah. I get that. Like I said, and there's also men who are great fucking interior design decorators too. It does happen. But on average, like women's brains, they're not what, because their emotions are going to get in the way. They're going to fuck something up, and they're going to need another man's help for something. They're going to you. They're going to look for you to be the other man's help. Does it? So when she comes up to you and she has a kid, just remember that she's on survival mode. Period. This is not about you being sexy or not. See, they don't care about that. You being sexy or cool or whatever. Look, she's in survival mode. Period. Okay. This has nothing to do with your emotions. Okay, the only time it has something to do with your emotions is if she can weave it back to helping out her survival mode instincts to get back to where she wants to be in lifestyle. That's the only time it matters. Other than that, she don't give a fuck about you. She'll go to the grocery store and buy everything except what you want, and then not see anything, and then get mad when you get mad at her about blatantly ignoring you for it. Oh, it's a complete fucking dead end. That getting with the same man, that is that's a complete fucking toxic dead end for you. That's that modern bitch speak toxic. Yeah. See, that's what these modern whores use when because they usually can't think too deep about into anything. So like toxic is just like that new catchphrase word that they like to use to at least kind of sound like they know what they're talking about when they really don't in most cases. But no, but this is a perfect application. When you get with this woman, like these are toxic women, and there's all and see the thing is see women know that there's always that chump who's going to put up with it in exchange for sex or companionship or somebody to talk to. There's always a man who's going to pay for her shit if she sells one of those three things. That's it. Like I would probably rather you get hooked on heroin than fuck with a single mother. And to get too tied up in there with it, with that, to get too entangled with it, because at least when you on heroin, you acting on your own accord, and then when you done, you can just do whatever you want to do, and you know what I'm saying. You still might have to take shit from time to time, blah blah, but like it's still your show. You see what I'm saying? You did all this, whereas like, when you with the single mother, see now you picking up where somebody else left off, and then like the kid is not yours. This is one thing that when men get with these fucking kids, and then they go, well, it's the only father they have. Okay, well, who gives a fuck? See, because the bitch didn't think about that when she got pregnant, did she? Who's gonna be the only father that the kids is gonna have? She didn't give a fuck about that shit. So that's not your fucking problem. The kid is not your fucking kid. Get it through your fucking skull. It will never be your child, ever. If you got a blood transfusion, the fucking bone marrow will still not be yours. You see, this is not your shit. It's not your problem. Okay. Now she will do everything she can. She'll play every emotional string, anything to keep you tied along, to have you paying for the kid's shit. I seen embarrassing ass, pathetic stories of fucking dumbass men adopting the fucking single mother's kid. This shit is unbelievable. like the how pussy can take over a man's brain to where he just completely defies all sense of logic for this shit. Now I can see like if he was wanting like a visa or to get into a visa to stay in a different country, or maybe he's just like a dude who he just never liked to work. He needs a place to live, so he moves with single some shit like that. That makes sense. I can see that. So now you're trading something, but other than that, man, like that whole scenario is just a loss for you. And I think I said before, I think I did make a video on this before, man. Like the best you can possibly do, and it's still fucking pathetic, is if you have a kid with her. Because see, because now she's kind of like that's just all fucked up. Because now she's juggling this guy and that guy, and the other baby daddy's mad because you did something to your kid. Now, see all that shit. None of that is your fucking responsibility, man. That's that whore's responsibility. Leave her up to fix her fucked up life. That's not. See now she done sold pussy and a smile to you to put up with fucking 23 other hours a day of torment and then 1 hour of sex. Because that's pretty much all this shit's gonna come down to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you got to deal with all this extra shit. Now you mad, you fuming, you frustrated. All your money's gonna end up going to her because it's gonna come down to prostitution at the end of the fucking day. Let's just be real about it. So you going out, she gonna pimp you out to go to work. You coming home, buying groceries, paying rent, fucking doing all this, and she's weaseling whatever money she can get out of child support to probably pay a punk ass cable bill or some dumb shit like that. And she knows what I'm saying is true. If a single mother watches, you know it. You know what I'm saying is fucking true. You already know the game. This is for young men that don't know the game. man, like man, like that is just the fucking there is just no win. That is just what you are doing. You are driving down a fucking I got this. I think I heard Patrice O'Neal say this shit. I was listening to him a couple days one day, and he was a funny dude, but he says a lot of real shit. And I understand why American women don't like him because he calls them on their fucking bullshit and then they get mad about it. Just like children, when you call a child out on their bullshit and they just get mad, start crying. It's the same shit. You getting with a single mother is the equivalent of you trying to drive from New York City to Los Angeles down a dead end street and then playing these mental gymnastic tricks in your head that you're going to make it to Los Angeles one day. And you see it, and it's 15 million signs saying dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. You know what I'm saying? But you still like, but I'm getting pussy though. I'm getting pussy though. Well, at least I got somebody to call and talk to. And you just so fucking lost, man. Like you can't see it. Like man, it's just fucked up. That is just a dead end for y'all, man. Just that's just like I said. Maybe if the father died, but even if the father died, the reality of it is like, okay, see, like you can always notice when women want something because all of a sudden they know how to act like halfway decent creatures at this point. You see what I'm saying? Like now all of a sudden, all of a sudden they know how to talk, they know how to bring you shit, they know how to, you know what I'm saying? That's when you know, like so like if a woman is complying too much and is okay, if she's complying too much and she's making too much sense in a conversation, okay, yeah, she's after something. And a lot of times it's because she has a kid or she's fucked up in some other way, and she's gonna try to lasso you in on emotions and manipulate you to help her out. That's what it's gonna be because like, you have to understand how women fucking work, man. Like it's opportunity with them. If they see an opportunity in you to get something, you can say and do whatever the fuck you want. And they still gonna sit there puppy eyes on you. You see what I'm saying? If they see you as a valid opportunity, usually for financial gain, that's what it's gonna boil down to. If you come see it, because I guarantee you, let's say, like I guarantee you, let's just run this example. All them women who claim they don't like Donald Trump, right? All of them, all them women who claim they swear up and down they don't like Donald Trump. All of them women would suck the fuck out of Donald Trump's dick because he's a possible way out. You see what I'm saying? Once they get locked in a room with him, oh yeah, I because it's how they're programmed. You see what I'm saying? Like these movies and TV shows just fucking lie to you, man. Like you really got to understand their fucking nature, and then how they'll manipulate something to make it kind of sound like, oh, I loved you the whole time. No, like see, that's another thing. Like their nature is to settle. The inevitability of their nature is always to settle. They never get what they fucking want ever. If they do, it lasts for a little while, but most times they don't get it because like I said, like their objective is to kind of get a pool of guys, fuck all of them at least once, maybe twice, get them all lassoed, and then pick the one she kind of wants to continue on with. You see what I'm saying? And then, but even in that, like she had to settle because she always knew there was another guy she was really fucking wanting. You see what I'm saying? Like, if, for example, if y'all taking pictures, right, and she ain't just ear to ear grinning when she in the picture with you, she don't want you. Simple as that. Perfect example. Okay, with the I think what's his name, Jason Momoa or something like that. The dude who played Aquaman, which is I thought was a shitty ass movie. I couldn't even finish it. He played Aquaman. There was a picture of this dude, of this husband and wife. They took a picture of Jason Momoa. The wife just grabbed up Jason Momoa and grinning ear to fucking ear because that's what she fucking wants. You see what I'm saying? Like, but and the thing is, it's so like they nature is so clear once you understand it, and it's so fucking easy. That's the other thing. Like the core of it is so fucking easy once you get it. Like you could smell it from 15 miles away. You know what I'm saying? With the Momoa situation, she settled for that husband dude because that's probably the best thing she had to pick from the group of guys she was fucking at the time. So she settled with him. He has a bachelor's degree and probably does this, blah, blah, blah. So he'll make at least this much amount of money and blah, blah. If you don't believe me, man, this is what women talk about when they be on the phone till 3 a.m. and they be in a little Facebook messengers and all that shit. Oh, they know how much money you have a potential of making. They have, believe me on this, they categorize the fuck out of your earning potential, the potential of your lifestyle, the potential your potential in life, and how that's going to affect their lifestyle. They do this. This is what they do. They fucking scroll through Instagram for fucking 8 hours a day, like a full-time job, to hit up guys like me whose Instagrams is full of traveling, to hope that guys is gonna come pay for them to come out, and they figure, oh, well, I just gotta give him a little pussy and he gonna buy my plane tickets. Pretty much be a, I don't know if you heard this term, a Dubai porta potty. That's what they are. Man, all of them is like that. The only thing is a lot of them just either got low self-esteem or they really realize that they just can't do too much better than what they got. So they just kind of, like I said, and which inevitably leads to settling. And men don't really have to do that. You get your shit together. Watch, as a man, watch, figure it out, man. Get your shit together, get the moving, and you don't got to settle no more. But yeah, man, like with the single mothers, man, like that shit, leave that shit alone. It's fucking, man. They are the pit bulls of the dating market. There's very, I say it's worse than the pit bull of the dating market because there's just no fucking plus for you, and in any scenario, no plus for you at all.